brain switch lanes, wish was on the same, but my aim to take my name and brand it. Landry famous, handed down to generations. Don't have limitations, preparing the fan for all the celebrations.
In the mirror with me, love myself, feeling free. G-O-D is inside of me. In the mirror with me, love myself, feeling free. G-O-D is inside of me. Most feel threatened by your presence. It's the God in you that keep you going. Down 10 times, get up 11 and you keep on going. Glow up, glow up, glow up, glow up, yeah, yeah. Glow up, glow up, glow up, glow up, yeah, yeah.
All right. It's Big Boxx.
Lil Boxx.
And welcome to Connis Universe of Autism. I am my brother's keeper. This is episode number 4 within the segment, and all together, episode 8. We're getting there, y'all. We're getting there. And today we have my my oldest daughter. What did you say?
Boxx-A-Million.
Boxx-A-Million. What's your real name, mama?
Savoni.
Savoni. Yeah, man. These are my first 2 kids right here. They make me so proud, just like all of them. But when getting with them, it's a special thing with these 2, because this was the beginning. This is when I had kids. These are the 2 that really made me grow up, for real. So it's different, and it's a different relationship I have with them as well. Sometimes you have to check both of them and tell them they're not my equal. But anyway, we're gonna move forward. And Bonnie, how old are you?
11.
11. And what grade you going to next year?
7.
Whoa, you know, Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy. And who are you to Connis?
His little sister.
All right. And how many years older than you?
2.
2 years. All right. Yes, ma'am. All right. And what's the first thing you remember about your brother?
Him coming home and giving me a hug after coming home from school.
All right. That's what's up. You made me smile with that. And what's the first thing you remember about Vonnie, Connie?
She played with my locks.
Your locks. Oh, she used to play with your locks. Okay. All right. That's what's up. Okay. And do you know why we doing this podcast, Mama?
Yes.
Talk show.
Why we doing this talk show? Jesus Christ, he gonna correct me every time. Why we doing this talk show, Mama?
So people can understand Connis and his autism, and so people can know that there's somebody that they can relate to.
That's one thing of what it's about. It's basically about talking to people who's on the spectrum and talking with them about how they deal with their life as an autistic person, including myself.
Okay. All right. And what's your experience growing up with Lil Boxx in this house? How has your experience been? Be honest. Be raw and honest. That's why you're last. You're the oldest of his siblings, and you know more. So I want your whole total 100% raw truth, Mama.
Okay, so it has been good. There have been times where it's been annoying, sometimes because he is always, like, his stimming, he is very loud, and sometimes I'm trying to sleep and he's in the middle of the night making very loud noises when I'm trying to sleep.
Okay.
But other than that, it's been great.
It's been great. So what do you say about that? How can you think you, I know when you're stemming Connis, you just more focused on what you're doing. Lil Boxx. I'm sorry. Lil Boxx. When you're stemming, it's more concerning for yourself. So understanding that you're stemming and being loud and you pacing the floor and it's late, knowing that you affect them in a whole nother room, how does that make you feel?
It just makes me a bit unaware of what I'm doing.
What you're doing, exactly. So this is why they're on here, so we could talk more about it, so you could be more aware of them in the home, because we're sharing a home. You see what I mean? Mm-hmm. All right. And what do you notice about your brother the most?
His stimming.
His stimming? Okay, so the older ones, y'all notice more, well, everybody really notice more of his stimming. So how does him stimming, how does that make you feel, and how do you view it?
Like,
Like I said before, sometimes it is annoying, but I know it helps him sometimes, and it's a part of autism. So I try not to like say too much about it because I know he can't help it sometimes.
Okay, all right, okay. And so when it comes to your stemming kindness, like
Lil Boxx.
Lil Boxx. I'm sorry, I keep calling. I'm so sorry. He's getting old. He's 13. I have to call him Lil Boxx. I can't even call him his nickname no more. And he got another nickname. I know he don't like that no more. I can't even call him that no more. I know I can't even call him that no more. So the thing is this though, son. When it comes to your stemming, and like we've discussed recently, we're doing it to where it's going to be a scheduled time to where we can try to reel it back some, to prepare you more so for high school and prepare you more for the real world, getting older, giving you standard instruction. How does that honestly make you feel? Not what I want you want me to say, what mommy wants you to say. How does that make you feel?
I'm glad they're trying to coat me up for high school. But in all honesty, it can be hectic for me because I can't help it when I STEM or do my own stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's just natural to you. So we gonna go through it to have to prepare you for the world and know that this is your safe haven. This is where you can do whatever you need to do. But out in the world, they may not understand you like we understand you here. And we'll get more into that later on at another time, discussing those things. Okay, and as far as him, Bonnie, so you're old enough, you're around so many different people, and you'll know what typical scene is supposed to be and what regular is supposed to be. How would you define your brother fitting into those modes of regular and typical? Where would you put him at?
Like, he is different from a lot of people, but in some areas he is kind of similar to other people.
Yeah, okay, all right. So, and Lil Boxx, as far as you seeing what's typical, what's similar, have you ever noticed the similarities in your regular self in other children as well, and other teenagers or other kids as well?
No, I no.
You didn't. So you always look at them as like you're the X-Men, or you're Professor X and they're Magneto in a sense.
Yeah.
Got you. All right. So it's always like two sides of bad versus good, or two sides against each other. That's how you look at it, or you just look at it as difference.
Kind of like Super Smash Bros.
Oh.
And multiverses.
Or multiverses. Wow. Wow. That explains a lot. You just taught us something. So parents and adults, you just heard something. That was something that we just really learned just now. I don't know if y'all really paid attention and caught into that. It said multiverses, Super Smash Brothers, like
Freedom Planet, Spark Electric Jester, Sonic, Mario Bros, and stuff.
Yeah, so it's basically like two sides of a coin. Like, so they look at everything outside of their world, their stemming and what they do. Yes.
Instead of Sonic the Hedgehog, I see it like Freedom Planet and Spark the Electric Jester,
I got you.
And Advent Neon.
Yeah, so basically
they're both excellent games I discovered. You guys should go check it out on Steam like right now.
All right, so we reeling it back, but we'll discuss that more because I'm gonna take notation of that because that just made me be like, wow, I never looked at it that way. Okay, and when y'all do have y'all conversations, Bonnie, what do y'all talk about?
Like when I do, like if we're at school, sometimes I'll tell them, like if someone is being rude, tell them you shouldn't let them talk to you like that, or some people, if they don't understand autism, you need to explain it to them. As if at home, if we're having a conversation, he's always telling me to make sure the twins clean up and like get it together and how we got to fix the house and stuff.
Okay, all right. So what are your conversations be with her, Connis? Lil Boxx, from what you think?
Basically, I can try to talk to her about ideas that she could be useful for.
Okay. So y'all have conversations about creating things more, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I know that.
We were discussing about creating our own video game project together.
Yeah. If y'all don't understand, Vonnie is an awesome painter, artist, and everything.
And you guys already know about the game that's in development, Tropical Dog, The Big Adventure. She'll be helping out on most of the concept art.
Okay.
Because I basically done most of the concept art.
Okay. All right. So that's dope. That's dope. You know. So basically, next what it will be is. All right. Next, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna say, do you feel like he's aware of you? Like, do you feel like you're like he knows you're around? He knows you're aware. He knows you're there.
Yes, he knows. Like I'm around and that but like sometimes he isn't always paying attention to surroundings. Like he would bump into one of us without noticing. But like he is aware that I am around.
Do you feel to know that you're aware to him, knowing how he is sometimes when he's just in his own world stemming, but to know that you're aware? It's like the older you get, you become more aware to him, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And what got you to the point, son, to where you saying, okay, now I'm aware of my oldest little sister's presence? So what made you get to that level?
For Vonnie's presence,
Yeah.
basically I'm kind of glad that she is around and trying her best to support me no matter what.
That's what's up. I like that. I like that. Because y'all came a long way. I remember y'all used to be at each other.
Vonnie, let me tell you something. Like, if I was born first without the autism, and if you were born next with autism, what type of stuff would you accomplish with autism, and what challenges that you might predict that might come with you in your way if you have autism?
So I would assume that I would like be bullied by other people. And sometimes I already do get bullied. So if I had autism, I'd probably get bullied more, I would think. But I would think I would be able to accomplish a lot of other things and learn from my mistakes.
Alright, I just want to say something to the folks. If you allow me to, Dad.
Go ahead.
Now look, autism kids, parents and adults out there, you gotta learn something. Being autistic life is like a comic book, and you gotta make the comic book to express a story. If, for example, if you like create a comic book about an autistic superhero, you gotta think, what superpower is that superhero is going to have? First, you gotta pick an origin for the autistic person's. Like, for example, for Peter Parker, Spider-Man, he's been treated like a dork sometimes until he got bitten by a spider. Things been pretty different for him. Struggling the alter egos of himself and the web vigilante himself. So autism is like a comic book story. You got every origin comes out eventually. It happens eventually until you get that superpower. And I'd rather not for you all to express yourself like a dork or a bully or laughing stock, something like that. Be proud of what the superhero you actually are.
Yeah.
like Stanley and Spider-Man always say, with great power
comes great responsibility.
Exactly.
All right.
Now,
Something got in my eye for a second. All right, you hear me? I used to be a gangster, y'all. That's what these kids do. I ain't no gangster no more. So how was it for him? You've been to school with him your whole life. Y'all been to school together 7 years. So how was it going to school with him, buddy?
Like, a lot of people would say stuff to me too. I've heard people say, imagine having an autistic brother. And I said, there's nothing wrong with having autism. It just means that they process things differently. And so I just ignore that people would say that. And Connis always watches out for me at school and protects me. And I like to do the same for him. If a girl messes with him, I would say something to her or something.
Okay. So overall, what was the good points going to school with him?
That he would always come to my class and check on me and give me a hug after each class.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So how was your experience going to school with Bonnie, Lil Boxx?
Spectacular.
Spectacular. Wow. That's what's up.
We even rehearsed for a talent show that happened a few months ago.
I'm gonna be putting that out soon. I'm holding it for content, but I'm gonna put it out soon for y'all some point this summer. They did awesome.
Come on, you don't have to embarrass.
I'm not.
Basically,
I'm just saying so Daddy released.
No, y'all could talk about the talent show. They did awesome. Both of them sang. They went in the studio, recorded their songs. I engineered it, and they mixed it. We'll put it out as covers. Connis did a cover singing, and she did a cover singing, and it's dope. They're real talented.
She done No One by Alicia Keys, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she sounded good. And I sung the song Fabulous Secret Powers. Some sort of fan-made Masters of the Universe animated music video. But I should go check out Fabulous Secret Powers on the YouTube channel, under the YouTube channel named Slack Circus. I bet you guys will love it.
The teacher said she almost cried when she didn't
Yeah. Now your uncle Christian, my brother Chris said he cried when he heard it. You touch people's hearts with that. And a lot of people didn't know you could. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know you could sing. See, I know what y'all could do, and I've been waiting. I'm glad y'all ready to do all this. I've been stunting when it come to y'all anyway. Like my baby's off the chain, all 5 of them off the chain. You heard me?
Well, Alicia Keys' song No One was released in modern days. Fabulous Secret Powers released 15 years ago.
Okay, that No One was released probably, 10 years ago, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, about 10 years ago. Yeah, it's not more so modern days. It just still has more of a modern appeal and people still listen to it. It's a classic song. Shout out to Alicia Keys.
And Slack Circus. Shout out to Slack Circus too.
Slack Circuit. I don't really know.
Thank you for creating Fabulous Secret Powers. I really like it.
Yeah, you really like this song. All right. So next we're gonna say was from what you see, how was he accepted, and how you think going into the future, y'all gonna be in the upper school at y'all new school in a building together, just you and him. The other 3 is gonna be in another building at y'all new school. So how do you feel he was accepted, and how you think he's gonna be accepted going forward as you see him growing and evolving and turning into himself?
So, in the beginning of the first few years of school, a lot of people did make fun of him, and they didn't treat him kindly, and they always made fun of him having autism. Then Connis had to sit them down and actually tell them what autism was, and they understood. Then they started treating him differently and being kind, and now all of his old bullies are now his friends. And him going to a new school, nobody knows him, so he's going to a new start. So I feel like people are going to bully him at first, but as they get to know him, they will start treating him differently and seeing him as a different person.
Okay, all right. And what do you think about that, Connis, as far as going forward? how you think you'll be accepted. Not even, if you don't be accepted, it's okay. Daddy love y'all. Y'all got hundreds of cousins literally that love you. From North Carolina to New Orleans to Texas.
Basically, my OT teacher, Miss Meg, taught me how to make friends, how to run smoothly in high school.
Okay.
My cousins still need to help me, teach me the ropes of that.
Okay, all right.
And basic.
And what else?
And basically, just be to be careful who you around with. Be careful of what you're doing, and please don't get into a dodgeball fight.
A what?
A dodgeball fight.
A dodgeball fight.
Like every high school do in the cartoons.
Yeah, because you're not too athletic, so you duck dodgeball, son. We're going to work on you. You know we're going to get back to working out, doing your push-ups, lifting weights. But I already know you don't like going outside. You don't like being too athletic, so we already know. Yeah. But you got athleticism in you if you tap into it if you want to, because if the right football coach, because if one of the right football coach see you,
I was a football player before.
Yeah, but if the right football coach see you and he wants you to play and you agree to play, it's gonna get serious.
You should be a football coach.
Yeah, because if y'all don't know about him, he's 5'8", 13 years old, 230. So if the right football coach get a hold of him and make him love it, I'll support him with it. But whatever he want to do, I'm with it. But other than that, we coming to the end of this episode. This episode 4 of I'm my brother's keeper for Connis Universe of Autism with my daughter Savoni. And then this is the closing question: is what is your perception of him, and how do you see your brother? Your perception, how you see him, how you perceive him. How do you see him?
I see him as a caring person who likes people but isn't very social. And he watches over all of us and takes care of all of us, and we all take care of him. And that people just need to show him more respect and things like that, and get to know him and autism.
All right, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's Big Boxx.
Lil Boxx, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, one life, one love, one God. Y'all bless. Be royalty. Peace.
And one more thing. Slack Circus, please make a sequel song to Fabulous Secret Powers. I need it.
Bye.
One.
Boxx-A-Million.
Boxx-A-Million. Boxx-A-Million.
Mighty Lion of Judah.